Hey guys, it is Blue Ladybug, and sorry about my messy desk. I have been working on some things that I'm about to show you, and I'm quite proud of actually. And some of these things are already spoken for, and I'll explain as I go along. So, as you know, for Christmas, my dad made me a vacuum forming machine. And I have been itching to use that thing since Christmas, but I had the wrong plastic. I made some molds. They broke on me. Anyway, I finally found the right plastic. I ordered 2 pieces of it off of Amazon, and I have been waiting to find some things to mold and to have time to sculpt and whatever. So, here we go. Last weekend, I made some molds. 1, 2, 3. I actually made 5, but one of them I already gave to somebody, and one of them is sitting right here. And this is the one that I had to work on because right here in between the antlers is like super, you can't focus on that, but it's super thin right here and also right here in between the face. So I wanted to work on this piece that I made so that when I did sell it to someone or trade it, whatever, that it wouldn't make holes. So this is one of them that I made last weekend. And this is the Browning emblem. It was actually a request, but I'd been wanting to make one for quite some time. Yeah. So this one's mine, only because it has really thin plastic, right here and right here. I also made this out of, I molded a plastic candy thing that I got from Michael's, and you can see the nose here, but the eyes and the mouth, they were just sort of painted on. They weren't, so there isn't any here, but you can paint them on. And this is, let me get my measuring block out here so you can see. It's really dirty. I was using it for something, but alright, so here's my measuring block. And so you can see it is about 3.5 inches wide by 2.5 inches tall. So I know that sounds really big, but it's not actually, humongous. And then I also made this cowboy hat and this horseshoe from some ornaments that I had gotten. So that is what I made last weekend. Okay, so this weekend I went back to working on my Browning emblems. Let me see if I can adjust this light so it's not shining off of there. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay, so this weekend I fixed my Browning emblem here. So the plastic is not thin in the antlers or the head, and that's how thick it is. Okay. And Travis, can you turn that off for a second, please?
Yeah.
There we go. So there we go. And this one is, here, let's make this easier to see here.
There we go.
This one is a little over 3 inches long and just a little over an inch wide. So it's good for a small pendant, not necessarily a bow center, but I made another one because that was what the request was for. Okay, so here are the other two. This one is really thin. Let me show you how thin this is. Super thin. So I don't know. I'm gonna pour into this one and see. I know I can't focus here, but I'm gonna pour into this one and see how the pieces come out, because I'm not gonna, and here you go. So this one is 2 inches. Wait a minute. I'm reading these wrong, aren't I? No, this one's 2 inches and 1 inch wide. So this one's perfect for a bow center. But this one's really thin. This one is the same size, but it's thicker, as you can see. If I can focus. There we go. So you can see that's thicker. So this one's perfect for the bow center. And this is what the order was for. And I only have one of these right now. So I'm going to pour into this. I actually have my blank, but my plastic is on its way. I just finally placed another big bulk order for plastic on Friday night, so they should process that and I should have it by next weekend. But anyway, so yeah, there you go for the bow center. Okay, and let me go back to this one and try to focus so you can see how thin this one is. And like I said, I'm going to pour into this and see how this works before I give it to anybody. Anyway, so those are the Browning emblems. Okay, so I have this ring that I molded from an eraser. It's kind of cool. This one I hand sculpted. And those gamer people out there, you should know what this is. It's not the best replica, but I'm hoping that it's good enough. Those of you who know what Portal is, let me know what you think. I'm working on some more sculpts for Portal as well. This one, I'm not a sculptor, it's sculptress. I'm not sure what you call that, but yeah, so this one took me forever. And just to show you the size, okay, so this is like 3 inches by 1, 2, 3 inches. Yeah. Okay, so there you go. This one, it actually was like a lollipop, like a ring pop type thing, except it had like the lollipop back here, and this was the front, and it looks a lot like the booty lips. So I didn't mean to copy anyone. I hope that that's not a bad thing, but this is just for me anyway, because it's not a very good mold. It was really hard to get the thing out of it because I had to add like clay to the back to make it actually moldable so that it wouldn't like suck up underneath of there. So that one's mine. And then today I made this cowboy boot. Oh, so I'll show you the size of this one is 2 inches by just a little over 1.5 inches wide. So that one goes along with the horseshoe and a cowboy hat. I did this candy, and this one's for me too because it's got a really thin piece right here and another one right here because, again, it's sucked up underneath the piece. I always forget it's going to do that. But anyway, so yeah, there's a candy. And then last one, this was just thrown on there because I had some extra space, is a, excuse me, a snowflake. And this one's really thin too. Let me see if I can focus. There we go. So, but it's just about 1 inch. It's a little bit larger than 1 inch. There we go. I'm not very good at lining this up, so okay, so it's 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. Okay, snowflake. So yeah, I'm perfecting it. I'm getting there. Eventually, I will be selling these, but my own things. I do not intend on copying anyone. And I would hope that people wouldn't copy me, but you know, it is what it is. What can you do? So yeah, any requests, anything, I can work on it. My intention is not to take business away from anyone that does this for a living. It's just a hobby. I just have the machine. I don't, you know. But I did have a request from someone for this, so that's what this is for. It is for the bow centers. And I have my blank, so I can make more, and I will. This is just the only one I have for now. Alright, 10-minute video. Yes, all my molds. And for now, these are just going to be on request from YouTube. So if you want any of these, again, it's going to be probably another week before I can mold anymore or sculpt anymore. But yeah, so let me know what you think. Thanks. subscribe, rate, comment, all those lovely things we do. All right, see ya.